how serious can a relationship get, and why is it important at maybe this stage of our lives, just being in a relationship? Do you think it's important? And if you think it is, why is it? If you think it's not important, why don't you think it is?
Wants to go first with that one?
I'll go for it. I think it's important because one, it brings like a bit more stability, but then at the same time, like when you're in a relationship, I feel like you kind of also get like lost in the sense that if you two don't know like what you guys want from each other or like where you're planning to go, you find out that okay, it's now becoming toxic and like you're forgetting your other friends and other relationships, or other friendships you could have been building. So I feel like you just, before stepping into a relationship, you must know yourself and know the other person, and kind of have just goals and like, yeah, set your own relationship goals and yeah.
I agree with that, what you're saying, because at the end of the day, you want to be starting a relationship with someone you have a similar mindset, you know, approach to life in general, because you're going to be trying to live with this person. At least that's why I look at a relationship. Like, you don't look at them for the short term. Obviously, you're always looking what's after this stage. Are we going to, you know, like where are we going to make this, you know, collective decision after this stage? Like, let's say we're both in uni. Let's say she has a certain goal for her career life and I have mine. Like, let's say they don't align at some point and she has to go somewhere else, and like, at what point are we compromising for the relationship? At what point are we, you know?
Does anyone actually like think about the thing that you guys just said before actually getting in a relationship?
Like,
have you ever thought about it? Really?
I don't think you look at a girl and be like,
I thought about it in it.
Yeah, that's always the case.
Would I have
the case? That's always the case.
If I had,
if I had done this, if I had, you know, if I had, but like,
I think like
the heat of the moment.
when you're looking at the girl, I think it depends, like the development of that relationship with that girl. Like, when you look at a girl, you're not gonna look at, okay, do you think she like wants to do photography as well? Do you think she's also into media? Maybe she's like a really like serious, like very, you know, grounded person, like she's really religious, and maybe she doesn't really want to, you know, she's not part of this lifestyle, so you know, you're not really analyzing those kind of things. You're gonna learn about the person, you're going to bond over something, you have to connect over something to keep speaking about, you know, to keep talking with the person, otherwise interest is lost and then, you know, something else. Like,
so, is it like a checklist? I'm just giving an example. Okay. Like, maybe she has a child, maybe, like, I know some niggas, just say for me personally. For the person I married, I'd love to know that, okay, fine, our offspring is our own first, you know, like, you carry my first child, vice versa, you know. Yeah. There's those things where, like, serious cons for me, which for someone else might be different, you know what I mean?
do you think that there's certain things that is like unacceptable? Like, you would never date someone, like the deal breakers. Like, you would never date someone if they were.
I think girls.
I'll never date a rapper.
Another one.
I'm
not
famous rapper or just
any rapper. Do you want specific things or just? No, I'm not gonna be specific. All I'm gonna say is there are things that I would say I've tried. I have friends who have tried to convince me to like certain kinds of people, and it just don't happen. It don't happen. So you realize that, like, sometimes I even look at it, I was like, yo, if you try to force me to do that, I'm gonna cheat on this person and go to that person. I'm just saying. I'm not into that. I'm saying my point is we have deal breakers, and sometimes other people are like, no, it doesn't matter, it's not a big deal. But it's not a big deal to you, you know? And for me, I feel like we need to realize that relationship comes physically, emotionally, and intellectually or whatever. For me, like, it could be a soul thing. The soul thing, I get someone who's quirky and funny and someone is like, no, you don't need that. I'm like, but it makes me so happy. You know, it's just an example. My other examples are radical, but I choose to stand by them. Thank you.
I feel clean. I can't dirty people. No, I need that body sense. I need someone who keeps themselves nicely, and also someone who's very respectful. Like they need to respect their friends. And I don't analyze someone from how they treat me. I analyze them from how they treat the people around them.
So what? They can treat the people around them like,
you know, there are people who
nicely,
treat everyone,
and then they can treat you
or they,
like garbage.
Or they treat you nicely and everyone else they treat like trash. So when you're not on good terms, you know that trash is coming to you too.
Your deal breaker.
What is your deal breaker, bro?
You guys got my specific.
Yeah, what is your deal breaker?
After your niggas say yours, I'll go for mine. So I know where the gate is. So I know where the gate is.
I don't think so. We're talking about like,
I don't think I'll know, bro.
we're talking about a relationship. I don't know. Is a relationship supposed to be unconditional? It should be, right?
A relationship.
I feel like you build to that point.
Of it being unconditional.
Yeah, you don't just start and you know, like,
No.
I don't care, but whatever imperfection you have, it's fine.
You don't even know the imperfections to
Exactly,
begin with, for you not to. You
So
know,
you can't say relationship is unconditional because each relationship is different. We have a relationship, it's not that type of relationship.